Hey, Thomas here at the place, chilling with the dog Winston. He's chilling down there, hanging out. Jonathan's on camera, and this video is a response video to a video we shot just like a few weeks ago. It was over the 100 push-ups a day, and there's a lot of things we want to talk about. Great comments on there. You know, we want to touch on some of the comments that were just really funny. Another thing we want to talk about is something that is actually really bad about push-up challenges, and something that you're going to need to focus on if you're doing, these 100 push-ups a day or push-up challenges. And then the third thing is a mistake that we made actually in that video that we want to touch on as well. So let's jump into this. First, let's just go through some of the comments. The first one is from this is Patrick, and he says, all you need to do now is to do 100 sit-ups and 100 squats every day, and if your head turns bald, it means it worked. So if you're not familiar with One Punch Man, great anime, and in fact, with that, it's funny you actually left that comment because Jonathan, I think you just have to show him what happened here. He's been doing the challenge and... Yeah, because all the talk, hold on, before I get into this, you just gotta hear all the talk was going on, about the 100 push-ups, and a lot of people were leaving, the One Punch comments, and so I tried to do it. I started doing the 100 push-ups a day, 100 sit-ups, running 10 kilometers. And this is what happened. So my hair actually did fall out. The problem is I didn't get stronger, I got weaker. So I guess it didn't work out too well with me. But anyway, big props to everyone who posted One Punch Man comments. Those are all pretty funny. And me and my brother are also anime fans, so it's cool to see other anime fans on the channel. Anyway, so I want to go to the next one. This comment is from Noah Stump because the video is 100 push-ups a day. Here's what will happen. His comment was imbalance. And he's totally right. If you're just doing, this is one of the bad things about push-up challenges and things like this. If you're just doing push-ups and you're not also working the opposite muscle group, you're gonna create imbalances and you're gonna have weaknesses in the opposite area. So me and my brother, we always recommend, and even if you're going through our push-up challenge, which you can see down below, what we recommend is adding in the opposite exercise. So if you're doing a pushing motion, we recommend that you also add in a pulling motion. So whether this is a row or this is a pull-up, we want to work the opposite. So this is going to work your back, where the other ones, the push-ups, work in your chest. You want to have that balance going on so you build strength in both areas. And on top of that, I would also highly recommend that you also add in your core and your legs. So that's why in our push-up challenge, what you'll see is if you go through that, we recommend going through our Rapid Primal Fitness program on top of that, because this is going to be a full body workout program you can do. Next comment comes from El Deuterino. Looks like a Big Lebowski fan there. And he says, wait a minute, aren't you that headband wearing hippie that gives people misinformed advice? Very close, but I'm actually the headband wearing hippie that streaked the Ninja Warrior course.
Oh, what? Come on. Oh, this is atrocious. My God, that guy can move. We've got a streaker. You're not a sport until you have a streaker.
So close, but a little difference there. This next comment is from Modar X Modar, and his comment was asking, so you're saying 100 push-ups a day challenge is crap? Well, not saying it's complete crap. What I'm saying, in what we said in the video, I think there's a misconception I saw in some of the comments, is that 100 push-ups is certainly going to be better than nothing. And that's what we said in the video. But it's just not going to be optimal for increasing your strength gains or muscle gains. There are much better ways and approaches of doing this, which we talk about in that video if you watch that. And this isn't just what we're saying, it's backed by the scientific research and studies. So tons of evidence proving that this is not an optimal way of getting strength gains. Okay, next you have Just Calisthenics. He says, awesome video and great explanation. Without progressive overload and proper rest, it is hard to make gains. And totally agree with you on that. Even if you're doing, weights or body weight, proper rest, progressive overload is definitely gonna be where it's at. Oh, I just want to mention, Just Calisthenics actually commented on our last video too, and he has a pretty cool calisthenics channel, so definitely recommend checking it out. So yeah, we'll leave a link to his channel, Just Calisthenics. Check him out. We subscribed. We're watching the video, so if you leave comments and stuff, we check you out. We check out your channel. All right, the next comment is from Just a Chicken Nugget, and he said, 100 push-ups, haha, I can't even do 4. Well, don't worry about that. Everyone has to start somewhere. And in fact, Vittorio went through our primal push-up challenge that you'll see below, where we have different variations for beginners and a little bit more for more advanced people. And the great thing is he was able to go from 0 push-ups and now he can do 5 just by implementing that. So if you haven't already, pick up our promo push-up challenge so that you can, start to see gains in those push-ups. You can see a, pretty big amount of progress if you just put in that training. All right, this next comment comes from Sean Garner. He's throwing a little shade our way, which is all right. It's good to have a little balance on the channel. He says, LOL, I can't take gain advice from a dude with no gains. Well, Sean, this channel probably isn't for you then. If, it depends on the type of gains you're looking for. Because we're not all about, just getting big here. We're not about just getting the bodybuilder body here. We're about these lean, clean, functional gains here. So let me just show you what I'm talking about real quick. Because what we're trying to develop here is functional fitness, and Winston's going to join me on this, where you can do L-sits. You have the core strength for that. You can do V-sits. You can do one-arm push-ups here. All right? If you want to, you can go into handstands and hold that as well. All right? So the gains we're going for here are these lean functional gains. Ones that allow you to overcome obstacle course races like the Navy SEAL O course or the Ninja Warrior course. If you see these guys in fitness magazines, they look really jacked, really big. A lot of these guys aren't even natural. They're taking steroids or HGH, things like this. And some of them probably don't even have the functional ability to even touch their toes. And on top of that, how long can you last like this, right? So we're focused on longevity as well, having a body that lasts and that can adapt to your surroundings. So again, we're not gonna focus on purely the aesthetics here. We're gonna go with your body type and build from there. And what we found is with this type of training, you're gonna develop a nice proportioned lean body. So if you're wearing a shirt, you're gonna look like a normal person, but when you take it off for the beach or anything like this, other than being a pasty ginger, you're gonna be lean proportioned and have a good body for the beach that you can take a shirt off and look good. All right, this next comment is from Jaime Gonzalez. Big props on this. This is a mistake I made in that video, but he said, great videos, but put the emphasis on the second syllable for hypertrophy. In the video, I was saying hypertrophy. Me and my brother are both pretty bad at this. Our grandmother was bad at this too, just butchering words. I butcher people's names, so there's a pretty funny mistake. And thanks for correcting me on that, because that definitely is the case. So it's not hypertrophy, it's hypertrophy. But anyway, some great comments, and then I just want to leave off with some positive ones because we love all the positive comments that are left. So Mohammed Ani Parkour, he said, you guys always motivate me to train and do workouts. By the way, I like to do some upper body push-ups that I learned from you, and I've gotten great results. Thank you for the tips, Thompson Jonathan. And then Stephen Cutler, this is well researched and documented, not just your opinion. I learned very much. And then Aaron Lavaro, great practical advice, thanks. So awesome stuff there. Thanks for all the comments. And if you haven't picked up the promo push-up challenge that we recommended in that video, do that now. It's a fun challenge and a lot of people are getting some great results from it. So thanks again. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video.